have a look at how to get to the equation of a circle when an equation is given in this format here. So I've written out a few steps that we're going to follow. Step number 1, we're going to pair together the x terms and then the y terms. So pairing the x terms, we have x squared minus 2x. Pairing the y terms now, we have y squared plus 6y, and that's equal to the right hand side, 26. Step number 2 tells us to complete the square for both x and y. Let's do it for x first. So when completing the square, you halve the coefficient of x, which is the number before x. In this case, it's minus 2. Half of minus 2 is minus 1. You write that out in a bracket. And when you expand this, I'm not going to go through the whole process of expanding it because this is AS maths and I'm sure you know how to expand double brackets. But you expand this as x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 1 and it will become this. Now, what's the difference between this and what we actually want to replace? Well, there's an extra plus 1 that we want to get rid of. So we're going to replace x squared minus 2x with this squared bracket, but also remembering to include the minus 1 because this has an extra plus 1 that we don't want. We're going to do the same now for this y squared. We're going to complete the square on y squared. So doing that, we have the coefficient of y in this case, which is 3. It's a positive 3, so I'm going to write y plus 3 all squared. Now when you expand this, you'll get y squared plus 6y plus 9. And again, comparing it to what we want to replace, there's no plus 9 here. So we want to get rid of the plus 9. So we can write this as y plus 3 all squared, take away 9, in order to get to y squared plus 6y. So now we can replace y squared plus 6y with y plus 3 all squared, take away 9. And now make that equal to 26. We're almost at the final answer now. It says to put in this format here, which is the format for the equation of a circle. You might notice there's no sort of constant here. So we need to get rid of the minus 1 and the minus 9 on the left hand side. First of all, combining them together, that'll give you minus 10. So let's do that actually. And then in order to get rid of that minus 10, we add 10 to both sides of the equation. And so you'll get x minus 1 all squared plus y plus 3 all squared. Sorry for my handwriting, by the way, I'm still getting used to this new stylus. And that's equal to 36. And now we can just relate it to this equation of a circle. So the center is AB, meaning it's positive 1, and then negative 3, because B would have to be negative 3 in order for this to be y take away minus 3, which is y plus 3, if that makes sense. The radius is the square root of what's on the right hand side. So if the radius squared is 36, we square root the right hand side, and we get the radius is 6. Of course, when you square root, there's a positive and negative answer, but it doesn't make sense for the radius to be negative 6. You can't have a negative length. Great, that's everything for this video. Please like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe. If you have any tutoring inquiries, I've linked my email in the description as well. So yeah, be sure to reach out.